Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Trans-Pacific Pop Culture Minute. I am Kieran, aka Doddy.
And I am
And
Cervelli, aka Cervelli Plays. This is brand new to the LiveLink channel. As you guys probably know, if you're watching this channel, LiveLink is a group of streamers and things, and we all play video games and stuff together. But this is kind of branching out a little bit. We're going to be talking about some pop culture here on this show, things like movies, television shows, and we are starting off with a show that I think a lot of people are very excited for, because it's Marvel. We are starting off with The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So, Dottie, we just watched it, right?
just fresh out the oven.
We're talking less
been
than
live for about
like less than It's been literally up for like less than an hour and a half. We finished it, and we finished about 2 minutes ago. Oh, and just in general, just so you guys know, we're just be talking about the episode. So of course, spoilers. Yeah, like names, everything, like spoilers, 100%. So if you have not seen the episode yet, I would highly recommend watching that first and then coming back to this. So the Falcon and Winter Soldier, two characters that I would say I wasn't super attached to going into this show. People are gonna really hate us for not liking Bucky, or like not being like huge like Bucky fanboys, because people love Bucky. Dottie, people love the
I
Winter
love
Soldier.
Bucky.
Yeah,
I loved him in Captain America.
Uh-huh.
I loved him in Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
yep,
A bit iffy in Civil War.
yeah,
But, you know, but I feel like these characters weren't particularly interesting on their own.
Yep.
I feel like it was always because they had issues surrounding larger characters,
Yep.
whether that be Captain America, and then with Iron Man and Civil War. Like, it was all the main motivations of the characters weren't of anything that the characters themselves did, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like B to C tier characters.
yeah. Let's just go through initial reactions really quick. Okay. Did you like it?
I see, it's tough because I just binged WandaVision, and of course, if we are comparing it, it's hard to compare to WandaVision, man. Like, it's a completely different category. It's a completely different type of show. WandaVision, we're not talking about WandaVision, but
Yeah.
the thing is, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it is kind of just like a typical American TV action drama,
Uh-huh.
you know? Sort
Yes.
of a bit of crime with that classic Marvel cinematic flair on top,
Yeah.
which
I'll
is the main
say
reason
it
people are going to be watching
right
it.
now. I think WandaVision was as praised as it was because Marvel had never done something that character focused ever. And like that, like it was evident
Just
because
saying something.
yeah, like ever. And it was evident because like there's no action or fighting in WandaVision until the last episode. Like the literal last episode, episode 9. This obviously first scene right away, it's like this
Guns
is this
a-blazing.
guns blazing, like this is going to be not espionage but like spy military action TV show, right? I will say this though, even though it is a TV show, I don't know if you like got this feeling. The way that I think this episode was written, that was a miniature, like that was the first 30 minutes, in my opinion, of a Marvel movie.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That was like a movie. That was even
cold opening.
shot like a movie. Yeah, that was like a movie. So
Absolutely.
I
Like,
think
right into the action.
Yeah.
We're on some mission. We learn the things as we go. That's like textbook Marvel movie opening.
yeah. So
couldn't agree more.
I think if people really like the whole character like focused thing, they're probably going to be disappointed with the show. However, I think that they're actually going to try to do both, because in my opinion, I actually wrote this down like near the end with the whole Falcon and like his family situation going on with his sister. Obviously, that was really good character writing, like really good, and like right away, I already really like Falcon. Like he's a very personal guy already, and I think that like that's okay, that's pretty cool. Flip side, Bucky is this whole show is gonna be, I think, Bucky getting closure, and it's gonna be a disaster, like a total disaster. I mean, can we talk about, okay, first of all, when like Bucky first like is shown like in like the Winter Soldier scene. First of all, when that hand went through the wall, that scared the hell out of me. I was actually like not ready for that. I was literally like, oh, like whoa,
No.
that was like a big jump. That was that was
back in
a
my
jump scare.
chair.
That was a jump scare for sure. Yeah, obviously like a lot of character growth is gonna happen. Bucky is kind of a psychopath still, but I think it's just dude,
Yeah.
he's just an emotional wreck. This is gonna be
I'm
interesting.
not
I think.
surprised he's in therapy.
Yeah.
Good on him.
The therapy scene was pretty interesting. I actually wrote down. Did you notice how the camera was shot in that scene? like the up close to the eye.
Close.
And
So close, man.
I'm not trying to like impress you or like dive into that, but like that's by design, right? Like
Oh,
that,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that's a camera shot. Even like if you like look at like the outer part of the actual shot was like blurry, I think that's probably looking at like what Bucky is like. His mind is probably just not very like open. If that makes sense, like it's a very like centered thing, almost like like
very
horse,
focused.
like horse vision, like like with like blinders, like it's very focused, and it's just those two people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whenever Bucky was talking, the camera was right next to his face. Whenever the girl was talking, right next to his face. There weren't a lot of spots in that episode that were, like, the wide view of the room. And that was totally, obviously, like, intentional. So, I thought that was really good.
I think it's going to be a surprisingly deep show. Obviously, I feel like we're going to sort of walk through the episode. The opening, it was fun. It was fast-paced. There was action. Like, it was funny, it was cool.
Yeah.
And it looked good. Obviously, they've got a decent budget for this film, but it is easy to forget that you are watching a TV show.
Yeah.
Not grown up, but in high school, stuff like that, I watched a lot of the DC shows, like The Flash and stuff like that, and they're not bad, but they've got the budget, they've got the time constraints of a TV show.
Yeah, you can tell that's a TV show.
It shows.
Yeah.
Like the visual effects on The Flash, the visual effects on like Supergirl. I feel like there was like a really bad episode or something. Like the visual effects just weren't cooked.
Yeah.
Right? It blended it perfectly. Obviously, when you've got more money, when you've got more time to do that stuff, when you release it on your own schedule because you own everything involved in it, it makes it easier, sure.
Yeah.
But it was clean, man. The first scene, it was cool. The dude in the flight suit with the akimbo pistols, like flipping over and like...
Yeah, that was crazy, right?
That was cool. Dude.
I have to say this, dude. Ever since I went skydiving, like when I see people jump out of planes, I'm like, oh, I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like. And it like...
I don't, but
like,
did they do it justice, do you think?
Well, it just anytime I see it now, like in any like show, movie, anything, I'm just like, oh, like I like that rush comes back, and I'm like, I actually know what that feels like. And I don't know about the gun part. I don't know if like I don't know if that works. Like I don't know how that would work. Like shooting.
It was
I don't
cool
know.
though.
Yeah, it was pretty badass.
Yeah, shooting it up when you're falling. Yeah, I don't know physics.
Also,
but...
I wrote this down. So the Falcon is completely cool with killing people, right?
It seems that way.
Like no, he like blew up helicopters with people in
inside them
and threw people out of helicopters.
He threw people with parachutes.
He threw that one dude into the wall of like the side of like that mountain. Like that guy's dead.
That's right. Yeah.
And like he threw like that like little like grenade thing at the like that guy's dead.
Well, yeah, people are dead.
Yeah, like that guy's dead. So, but like that was kind of interesting. And then like what was interesting too is like again Disney Plus, right? Like that's what this is on. I mean, the Winter Soldier, that scene, he on screen like murders that guy with a knife. Like he murders that guy, which I was like, wow, like that's wow. They're doing this.
I say what I mean. I think the show has depth because it's got like those sort of like kind of scenes that make you sort of like grimace a bit. You know, like it's definitely not gritty. Like it's not John Wick.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like a bit more sort of like on the nose than your average Marvel movie, or what you'd expect from an average Marvel movie.
Marvel movies, in like I've noticed in like phases like 2 and 3, I feel like stray away from showing the on-screen deaths. But what's funny is like I just watched Captain America. People died on camera all the time in that movie, and like even like my mom was like, "Geez, like that's like I just watched the guy get shot." And but then like in this, so like anyway, like maybe this is like maybe they'll be more like realistic about this show. Like it's like like people are gonna die. You know what I mean? Like people are gonna die in this show. Obviously, the Flag Smashers are gonna be the bad guys. Like that's gonna be like the group. We did not see Zemo, who we know is like the main antagonist. We did not see Zemo.
Yeah, which was surprising. Like no, I mean I'm guessing he's gonna have something to do with the Flag Smashers. I don't know the extended lore of these characters. Like I'm not super well versed.
I just know that like the Flag Smashers is like that is a group in the comics that like their whole thing is like they don't believe in superheroes. They think superheroes are like that since they exist, that's why bad guys exist. But if superheroes don't exist, then bad guys won't. And that was like
interesting philosophy.
That was like Zemo's whole thing in Civil War. So Zemo is coming back. It's kind of gonna be like that, but like pushed even like further of like as an agenda. So, but yeah, we didn't see him in this, which was interesting. Where do you think that this is gonna go? Like, there's not like a ton, obviously, to talk about.
No, this was very much laying the groundwork. We reintroduce the characters. We sort of get them acquainted with the modern life that they're living.
Because they mentioned this only takes place about 6 months after the whole Endgame thing happened, like when everybody came back. So this is after WandaVision, like by a lot, actually, by a few months, but it's still pretty recent.
Yeah, I would say, by the sounds of it, Falcon, Winter Soldier, as on a personal level, they are quite different people. So it's going to be kind of like a buddy cop movie where they team up and they have to go. They've got a mission, you know, and the mission's going to be like a metaphor for something, right? The Falcon's going to have the mission means something to him. The mission is closure for Bucky. I think that's my general read on the situation. I could be dead wrong. Plot points, I'm not 100% sure, but they're going to team up and they're going to go and stop the bad guys. So I feel like
I think
nothing's going to shock me, you know? It's just going to be a pretty generic.
So here I will get a little specific here. Like obviously the Flag Smashers are going to be like the bad guy, but I think there's going to be a second bad guy, okay? Or like bad guy in quotes, because I think that a lot of the show is going to be them having to deal with, in quotes here, Captain America, okay? Because that was a pretty big reveal. That
I got major Homelander vibes from him, you know what I mean? Sort of
so
like a good guy.
So I think like he might be messing things up like on accident or doing things that like maybe Captain America wouldn't have done. So that's where I'm going with this. And I think that they're gonna that character of the new Captain America is how Bucky gets involved. Because I think that he's gonna be like this, no. Like, and then I think that Sam, the Falcon, same thing. Like, no. So I actually wrote down when he handed over the shield, by the way, I wrote down 100% chance that shield gets either stolen or is used again.
Like I wrote down someone's going to like I'll show you my page with my notes. But I wrote stolen. I was like, someone breaks it and
like they're gonna use it again. Like obviously. I also wrote down that the scene with Bucky on the date was pretty funny. It was hard to watch because
up until a point.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec. But like I wrote down, wait until she finds out about the metallic arm. The reveal obviously is that the only reason why Bucky was seeing that old man is because he killed his son, and this Bucky's trying to get closure. So like when he had talked about how like he didn't know what happened to his son or whatever, I was like, oh man, my first thought was like, oh, like he must have been like a casualty of like an Avengers mission or something, and like Bucky knows, but he like doesn't want to say it. No, Bucky killed him.
Bucky killed that old man's son. That.
And then you look down at the list, and it's like it has the guy's name, and I was like, that's why he's talking to that guy, which is insane.
I was not ready for that, man.
Like I also think that we should go back at some point, and I'll do it in the editing. There's a better shot when he's in the therapy scene of the list.
That's definitely going to be a plot point.
I don't know if I saw it right, but I thought I saw Zemo on the list.
Ooh.
Which, if Zemo is on the list, because remember Zemo is the one who in Civil War like had the book, and he would say the lines to Bucky to make him act. I wonder if like Bucky's like, you're on my list, like I'm gonna get my payback. Thing is,
he's got his 3 rules, man.
You can't hurt him.
No, nothing illegal, can't hurt him.
And
maybe that's gonna be like the final gag or something, right?
Yeah, it's like he's gonna take care of him without hurting him. Like, yeah,
he's gonna say that line.
Yeah, no, that's they might call back to that. Yeah, what are the chances that they call back to the 3 rules?
I'd say 100%.
100%.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Book it right now. That is Dotty's prediction for the show. Is that will come back at some point.
Okay. I think it'll be at a major point too, at like a climactic.
Yes,
it's a good one-liner.
Yeah,
you know?
that is a good one. That is a good one-liner. Yes, or like he's gonna be close to killing somebody, and then he'll be like, rule number three, and then like put him down or something, right? And like he'll like call back to that. That'd be funny. Will Chris Evans be in the show?
Yes,
100%. There's no way he's not. No way is he not like a flashback or something. But
yeah.
But
it'd be cool to get like new Chris Evans.
Yeah,
so
know? I think it's going to be the like he's gonna be old man again. Like it's like they're gonna have to need help with something, and they're gonna be like, we gotta talk to Cap, and then they're gonna go and they're gonna see him, and it'll be like the old man.
Yeah,
and he'll give him advice.
For some reason, I like in my mind he's dead. Like,
yeah, right.
Awful,
yeah,
like he's probably just an old man, like Central Park.
Yeah,
you know, he's playing chess on those public chess.
Yep.
Like in my mind though, he's just like he just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
he died.
Yeah. People, I think people forgot. No, he's just an old man.
He's just an old man.
Yeah, because like you think like oh well, like he had the whole life with Peggy and stuff, right? Like he like did all that. No, he just came back. He's just an old dude.
Yeah,
he just came back. You know what I mean? But like no, he's still alive. Like he didn't die.
Yeah.
So like and like also you have to think that too. Like if nobody knows his like if he could have changed his name, right? And then like if nobody knows what the old Captain America looked like besides Falcon or like maybe the Avengers, right? Then this could just be like an old dude. Yeah, he's just an old guy. You know. This is the last thing we're gonna say. In the first scene, I don't know if you noticed, but when Sam is fighting that guy in the plane, right? Did you right away like feel like, okay, this guy's like a pretty good fighter. Like this guy's handling the fight, and like he kind of did some damage a little bit, like with the kicks and stuff. Like, he got him, and then that scene with the Flag Smashers. These people are clearly superhuman.
Yeah, they're strong, man.
They are strong, so that's definitely going to be talked about as like like how are they doing that? Like because they even kind of like the guy's like, oh, he's strong, like, and he's like, yeah, like, but I think that they're superhuman. So
like, what kind of superhuman?
Bold prediction here, okay?
I like bold.
I thought that WandaVision was introducing the X-Men and mutants in that show after obviously the Pietro thing and that whole Quicksilver thing, which now we know like no, like that's not how they're.
Unfortunately, no.
I think it's gonna be in this show. Okay, I think it's gonna be in this show and that to me was the first sign that yes, these people, those were two different guys that had like superhuman strength. Okay, I think they might be mutants. Okay, I don't know where, but I'm sure they'll explain it. But that's my bold prediction for the whole show: is that the point of this show, is to bring in mutants.
Hey, thank you guys so much for watching episode 1 of the Trans-Pacific Pop Culture Minute, where we were talking about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let us know what your favorite part of episode 1 was, any predictions you have, and let us know if you enjoyed the show. If you've got any suggestions or anything else you would like us to watch and talk about, drop that below as well. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube if you're not already. Follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere else where good content is served. Links will, of course, be down below. From myself.
From me, Strawberry Plays.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.